May this video finds who it needs to find. This is a video that I got a download from actually just now. I asked Spirit, and I asked Source specifically, what do you want me to make a video about today? And the song that I heard in my head was, Come Together Right Now Over Me. Dum, 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 dum. So I feel like Source and Spirit wants me to convey a message of community today. And this is something that I think it can go multiple ways. My wisdom is to make sure that you're around the right community, because who you are around can literally build you up or tear you down. It can literally make your journey or break your journey, okay? And this is a journey towards fulfillment, towards happiness, towards change and growth, towards becoming your true and fullest self, coming to live within your fullest potential. And who you're around will and can affect that. So I'm also getting that from Source, that Source wants us to come together. Source wants like-minded people. And even if we aren't like-minded, maybe there's things within our heart that we can rejoice in. We can find companionship in. We can find similar interests. Because everybody wants to live well, but not everybody wants others to live well. But there's enough of us. There's the majority of us have a good heart. The majority of us has well intentions. Now maybe they get masked by life. They get masked by some of the things that we were taught. Some of us were taught hate. Some of us were taught discrimination. Some of us were taught prejudice. And that comes in many different shapes and forms, right? I mean, racism's kind of cut and dry, but prejudices can come from anyone in any circumstances. Oppressor, oppressee, period. So there's been a lot of divisiveness, and I'm not here to sing a song. I'm here to sing a song of harmony, but not quite the unity that I'm... Okay, so let me adjust. And I feel like this adjustment is important, is very important. Okay, so I feel like Spirit says, no, I am here to sing a song of unity. We do need to come together. You know, there was once upon a time where we knew our neighbors. We knew the neighbors that would live next to us. We could ask them for bread and for sugar. I'm also hearing the song, lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend, help you to carry on. If you call on me, brother, when you need a hand, we all need somebody to lean on. You just might have a problem that I'll understand, or I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. We've been doing life alone recently, and that has left us feeling beat down. It has left us feeling discouraged, okay? It has left us feeling like we are just alone in the world. We stop realizing that there are other people who are going through what we are going through. We forgot that there are people that can help us, that the way forward is not always by ourselves. So I feel like this is divinely guided for me, because right now I am energetically open to partnerships. I am energetically open to collaborations. May the right ones find me. May the highest collaborations and partnerships find me, whether that's as a friend, as a lover, as a mentor, as a collaborator, you know, platonic, non-platonic, you know what I mean? May the right people find me. And that is what people mean when they start talking about, I'm so sorry, because they are eating me alive. I thought I was in a place where it wasn't that many mosquitoes, but I'm sadly mistaken. They eat me alive over here, and I just feel them just bouncing off of me. Bounce, 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 bounce. Like, sheesh. Okay. Anyways, back to the video. And I think more of us need to be open to collaboration. We don't have to do everything alone. Okay, we've really lost the plot of what it means to be alive. We are one person, and there are 8 billion people on this world. There are so many people left and right, and we are battling some of the darkest, some of the heaviest things alone. And sometimes the only way forward is alone, because we have to find that inner strength. But it's not always meant to stay like that. If you've ever been through something alone, if you've ever had to do something alone, that can become a habit. Oop, it's falling again. Y'all, this ground is not stable. And you know what? I'm open to how this video is going. I'm very open to it. I'm open to the fact that it keeps falling, because that's just a readjusting. There's a lot of readjusting as a society, as people, that we need to make. We need to start having, instead of having our arms crossed, saying, well, what can you do for me? Well, what can we do for each other? What are some of the things that we can give and help each other out with? Instead of, I can do bad all by myself, by way of trauma, by way of pain, because that's a trauma response. People have hurt me in the past. I couldn't trust people in the past, so I'll never be able to trust people again. That is what the enemy wants. And when I mean by enemy, I mean by those who don't have the same heart as you. The energies, the spirits, those negative forces who don't believe in harmony, who don't believe in unity, who believes in hardship, who believes in mine. Money, mine. Crabs in a bucket. Instead of uplifting each other, they're willing to pull you down. Instead of bringing you up, and sometimes you can't bring everybody up, but instead of bringing you up, they're willing to step on you. Or if there's room on the boat, they're saying, nah, I need the extra leg room. You gotta find you another lifeboat. I'm uncomfortable. Got you. Because, oh my gosh, I just killed one. I just killed 2. And it's like I feel them bouncing. Killed 3. Like literally, I just killed them. 1, 2, 3. So another thing, step by step. So we need to make the necessary steps within ourselves. Let's start to forgive our past. Let's start to forgive those who hurt us. It's to forgive life in general, okay? Because life has taught us, or we think that life has taught us, to not open up to anybody. You know, that we can't be vulnerable, that we can't ask for help. let me be the first one to start. If there's anyone, right, who has any advice for me, who has any collaboration or partnership for me, who can help me reach the millions that I want to reach with my healing energy, with my healing wisdom, I am open. I am open. And sometimes you have to lead by example. You know, if I want to be a leader in this world, you have to lead by example. You have to do the hard things. You have to be willing to be a positive influence. There are many influencers in the world, but not all of them are positive. A lot of them are self-serving. They just want to serve their ego. Instead of helping others along, it's purely out of ego. Yes, so this is where we need to go. We need to get to know our neighbors, okay? We need to get in the habit of being like, hey, and you know what? I thought about this like a couple weeks ago. Be like, hey, neighbor, I need some sugar. I ran out of sugar. You know what I'm saying? And I don't get paid for a couple days. Or I don't have a way to the store. Do you have some sugar? And you never know. Because that neighbor may have just given up sugar. They got a whole 5-pound bag, 3-pound bag, 1-pound bag of sugar. Because they're like, you know what? I got to give up the sugar. But they're just holding on to it. Because, you know, they don't want to waste the whole bag of sugar. At one point, they could have used the sugar, right? So you never know. So you go and you ask on the door, you know, and they're like, you know what? I do have some sugar. They're just bouncing, 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 bouncing. Like, my legs are going to be on fire because that was like the 5th one I just killed. Like, what is going on? It's no water. What is going on? And I really hate that this is such a detractor to the video. I'm really trying to focus, y'all, but my legs is gonna be on fire after this. Like, when I say fire, they're gonna be on fire. Pimping ain't easy. Pimping ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? Easy part cheesy. Pimping ain't easy. I'm so silly. I'm so silly, y'all. Don't mind me. And in no way, circumstances am I pimping y'all, okay? No. Just, you know, just the term, just the saying. Oh, and I feel like they telling me to focus. Okay, adjustments have to be made. Changing location. We changing locations, guys. Bear with me, because I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I don't even know where to do it. But I like to do it outside, you know? But a change in location is necessary. I feel like they learned that I like to be outside in the morning. Sorry about that. I feel like this video has had a lot of distractions. And I feel like that points to a bigger picture where, you know, we're steady distracted by what's on the screen of our phones. We're so distracted by the issues that's going on in our life. It's like, oh, I got this going on, I got that going on, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. I don't feel like it, I need to rest. Bop, right? That I don't have time. I don't have time to be trying to get to know somebody else. I don't have time to be trying to put myself out there. I don't have time to be doing this, doing that, doing this, dealing with people, right? These are the things that we tell ourselves that actually end up holding us back. You'll always have something that's going on. You'll always have this, that, and there's all of these distractions. There's TV, there's TikTok, there's YouTube, there's Instagram, you know? But really take the time out of your day to make your life better, because it will do nothing but make your life better. This is, other people can be a blessing sometimes. And I think we forget that, right? It's easier to just go through life alone. It's easier to just not be bothered. It's easier to be closed off. But when you close yourself off to the negative, you also close yourself off to the positive. You can't experience what it's like to have that love and support, to know that somebody got your back. So when things do get rough, maybe you do need some good wisdom advice. Maybe you do just need a good laugh. Because it's not always about telling everybody your business. It's not always about, having someone help you, because some things like you can only help you with. But a good laugh, a good genuine laugh, is sometimes all we need. And if we don't open ourselves up to other people, if we don't learn to heal our wounds of distrust and mistrust, then we can't. My makeup is like, ooh. Y'all, I'm getting distracted. Because the light is hitting it and it's distracting me. Y'all, what is with the distractions that are happening right now? I feel like as a society, we are so distracted. This video has been so full of distractions, where it's usually not like that. There's a lot of resistance that I feel like we have towards working with each other. I feel like as a society, we're so chalked up on sharing the bad when it comes to people, when it comes to being in relationships with people, but we don't share the good. We don't be like, hey, but this person really helped me out. Hey, but if I didn't know this person, I wouldn't be able to get here. But hey, if I didn't open up myself to this, to that, to this, X, Y, and Z wouldn't have happened. It's always this person did something to me, that person did something to me, this. And it's okay, because sometimes even that can be a sort of camaraderie where it's like, okay, well, you're not the only one that's going through this, Am I the only one that's going through this? No, you're not the only one that's going through this. Am I the only one that feels like this? No, you're not the only one that feels like this. But, we centered it on so much negativity, and it's time to get on a positive note. It's time for us to come together, That's what I feel like a lot of YouTube channels aim to create. And I like that. They aim to create like a community in their comment section. But I want a genuine community, a genuine one that's where everyone's not just trying to get my attention, that they're truly wanting to know, like, okay, well, where are you from? Well, where are you from? Well, I'm and this is me kind of releasing the Scorpio in me, because I feel like if somebody's asking me questions and genuinely, I kind of shut down. We love to get deep. It's like, don't ask me where I'm from. Ask me what's my dreams, and we kind of see small talk as like ingenuine, but no, like it really can be like, anybody from Baltimore, anybody from DC, anybody from Philly, anybody from Atlanta, it's just some of the big ones. Anybody from Charleston, anyone from, Virginia. If you close to me, like,